Welcome back to Bronze League Heroes. In the top left, a Terran player, one of two, of course. I don't know what's happening. Let me introduce you. Scalp Walker. Most of these are words. And in the bottom right of Thunderbird, we have Wolfgar, who's a little bit behind. He's lurking in the shadows. Is this an epic poem? Fuck. Just like Odysseus said. And he sighted the shore, but it was so far away. Fuck. Tempest by Wolfgar featuring Drizzt. Feels like it could be made up, but isn't everything made up? Terran versus Terran. We're on Thunderbird. You remember Thunderbird. The mineral walls through the center. A long, drawn-out game in most scenarios. Jimmy. Yeah, I thought so. Come on. How? This was supposed... Where's that SCV going? Apparently that series has 35 books. That's like as many as the Bible. Give or take. But Wolfgar sounds pretty epic. So the SCV scouted the command center. I'm not sure if it was spotted. He's just going to hide in the corner. Ah, yes. And then, of course, what else to do there? But, So, oh my, it actually is hidden. The proxy rack's in the corner. Oh, but wait! Wait for it.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid. It hurts so much.
Well, the barracks isn't even done yet, but that's not going to stop him from getting his bunker up. It appears so far that Scalpwalker is not reacting to this. Wolfgar, on the other hand, is not super committed to this whole idea. He's going to build another barracks, so everybody's just kind of going about their business. There's a Reaper in the main. Is it being micro? Kind of. Gets distracted. Micro's away. And down he goes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is... Maybe they've made maybe we were going to solve this with diplomacy, because Wolfgar is not making any units. Okay, there we go. They were in peace talks. It appears the peace talks have broken down. Mostly because Wolfgar is trying to annex Scalpwalker's expansion, which seems like to quote the mediators, is a dick move. So now that's one of the most long-winded 2 racks proxies I have ever seen. But a 2 racks proxy nonetheless. So one Marine will... Don't worry, they got plenty of ammo. The command center will run. Well, fly. Metaphorically run. The bunker standoff begins. The demilitarized zone, where that bunker... Well, where that command center once laid... Meanwhile, Wolfgar, inspired, is expanding back at home. So now, this is happening. Does high-sec auto-tracking or Neo-Steel armor increase bunker range? I don't know. No, it doesn't. Oh, the tank. The siege will begin. The SCVs try to repair. Do they out-repair the tank? I mean, only if they try. He's given up. There's no help coming. He's really... Oh, he's trying to slip away. The tank's getting closer. They're closing in. He may have lost his opportunity. They're cornered. The boys. The Marines. He's trying to get out. That Marine is taking a lot of hits. There's blood. Gore. Death. But somehow, so either appropriately or inappropriately, the SCVs are the only units who live. And they will go their separate ways after a tearful goodbye. A tried and true strategy. Nice try, Scalp Vaca. And meanwhile, he is building Vikings. Wolfgar is building 2 armories, 2 starports, nearly a 1-1-3 build so far. I guess if you don't count the multiple barracks that were built on the other side of the map, but who counts them? Better if they're left forgotten. Too much trauma there. It appears the early game exchanges have... Oh, the Vikings on the chase. They will hunt down Wolfgar's barracks. It will burn. The other one has evaded the hunt. Another barracks is also in the air, just unrelated. Where did this barracks come from? I don't know. Because it's not the first barracks, because the first barracks is right there. It's just a perk he picked starting out. Meanwhile, fusion core and +1 ship weapons as well as +1 mech armor on the way for Wolfgar. We know where he's going. All roads, whether short or long, and Bronze League heroes eventually lead to the capital ships, to the cattle bruisers. And this has been a relatively short one. 7 minutes in. He will need tech labs, even getting a 3rd command center. The Marines will well, this is a little awkward. The standoff starting to return the favor. Oh, the tanks on both sides. The siege begins with innocent SCVs in the center. Another tank comes close, but that one, the Marines, called to battle. Not for long. Down goes one tank. Oh, run! Oh, he makes it. The last survivor. 5 HP and a kill. I think it was the tank. The standoff continues. Wolfgar, he's clicking something. The Vikings, a little closer. Will he unsiege the tanks? Oh, another tank. Wolfgar starting to have overwhelming forces, but Vikings, he's going to have the first shot. Only going to take 2 more. There's no vision. The tank tries to unsiege, but it can unsiege in hell. The barracks, a long journey home. We'll meet up. Another barracks waiting to bring it up to speed. One battlecruiser on the way for Wolfgar. Meanwhile, Scalp Walker has put together a pretty solid set of production. He's got 45 SCVs. He's got 100 supply. He also is building a fusion core. Because, what else? All roads. Scout Walker rallying outside of the base. That's a very interesting starport location from Wolfgar. He's optimistic. He's building a 4th command center. Macroing up a storm. In the sense of building command centers, not in building SCVs. There's so much that can go wrong with Battlecruiser Micro, but there's a lot more that can go right. Battlecruisers, the flying laser bathtubs they are, they attack while moving. That the ability for battlecruisers to ignore their enemies was removed over a year ago. And now the battlecruisers have been unleashed upon the world. They have terrorized everyone from bronze to Grand Master. Cyril has known the touch of the laser batteries in many a Zerg versus Terran, just like these players. But unlike these players, almost everything else. It appears Scalp Walker is going to hold a forward position. But past that, well, he's going to build up. He's got his depot line, his supply line, if you would. Even going to drop down some supply as well. Wow. He's supply blocked at 140 and counting. The thing is, Wolfgar doesn't even know that Scalpwalk is out there. Scalpwalk has to assume that Wolfgar is in his base. That's a pretty safe assumption. More Vikings on the way. The Viking count is 9 for Scalp to just 2 for Wolfgar, who's been really focused on those battlecruisers. Now, battlecruisers beat Vikings, but it's a gray area. There's Viking micro and upgrades to consider. Oh, here comes Wolfgar. Maybe not the direction he wants to go. The Vikings on an intercept course. This is not where the battlecruisers want to be. Will he jump? He jumps! Oh, this is before the last patch. We're tactical. Well, he didn't jump very far. Oh, he didn't jump far enough. There is no... The battlecruiser jump immediately. Ah, the good old days. But they do have... They can jump across the entire map. It's just sometimes your monitor is only so large. Oh no, the SCV was... Traitor. That siege tank. Spying a traitor in his midst. Did not hesitate to take action. The TPM begins to raise outside. There's a Thor here in high impact mode. Meanwhile, I heard a battlecruiser battlecruiser's jumping from Scalp's base into Wolfgar's. Now, there will be 3 battlecruisers in response. Yamato cannons online, but only for Scalp. There are no Yamatos. One targeted. Another one. This actually turns the tide of the battle. The armor on these battlecruisers, but repair! Here come the Vikings! Everybody's piling in! The turret getting in on the action. He's just going to try to out-repair this one battlecruiser against everything. It's a possibility. He could do it. The SCVs need to be inspired. SCVs! Get back on the job! There they go! Battlecruisers holding! Exchanging fire! The turret contributing a lot! It has 5 kills and counting! The hero cruiser lives! Reinforcements have arrived! And suddenly, the battlecruisers of Wolfgar drawing the Marines in. But don't be so hasty. The boys from the ground throwing screws and bolts and armor plating onto that battlecruiser. Winter, why can't SCVs attack air then? Shut up! Nanites! Nanites is why. Meanwhile, battlecruisers jump. I heard a jump. Oh, he jumped his reinforcements into the fray. It's like that one cinematic that was really cool with the battlecruisers in the campaign. I forget which part. And the barracks did burn, but that means less Marines, which is probably a good thing. No medevacs for either side. The men on the ground are but tank fodder for the capital ships in the sky. A standoff continues. There was a lot of action, but Wolfgar focusing on the upgrades. He now has 2-2. He's going to have an upgrade lead. And that is huge for... Like, armor and weapons are both huge for battlecruisers. They attack very fast, and they can take a lot of hits. So those upgrades give them a lot more effective potential. He's also about to get the Yamato cannon. Now the battlecruiser snipes a tank. Incredible micro. Did you know there was an animation when the Yamato comes online? It has like the light up thing inside of it. Fun fact. The cannon starts charging its flux capacitor. Wolfgar's ready to break out. He might be down 50 army supply, but Never underestimate his spirit. The Marines step forward, and most of them won't be stepping back. He jumps away with one. Great battlecruiser micro thus far. More battlecruisers. The cannons are exchanged. The first volley goes to Wolfgar. Couple cruisers blown out of the sky. Not everybody gets their shots off, but Wolfgar with nice target fire. Here come Vikings to reinforce. A couple battlecruisers will die on each side, but Wolfgar definitely taking the better end thus far of this exchange. This battlecruiser does have a jump ready. Will he jump in time? No jump. It goes down. Wolfgar, jump! He's target firing. The armor on battlecruisers is very good. Oh no, Wolfgar this time loses everything. There are no battlecruisers on the map. Wolfgar has lost 10. Scalpwalker has lost 7. All battlecruisers die. But wait, there's more. The Viking flower, ready for their ritual sacrifice. Another tank maybe stepping a little bit too close, or maybe not. Wolfgar is going to build more barracks. An interesting choice. Yamato is off cooldown, back online. He blasts away. 1, 2. How much more does he want? Down goes the turret. Some Marines incidentally killed. Oh, God. Both sides building 2 battlecruisers at a time. Their starports at max capacity. It all comes down to battlecruiser superiority. Marines are thrown into the fray. Wolfgar with a very optimistic sensor tower. A constant stream. He's covering for... Will Yamato the tanks? No, he's target firing the tanks. Micro God. But there's also a battlecruiser. He returns fire. The volleys aren't quite enough. The Marines are getting within tank range. The Vikings do real damage here, though. It really depends on the Viking hits. Blinks away. Tactical jump being huge. Another tactical jump. There are still 3 battlecruisers. The boys have arrived. But the battle is almost over already. Another battlecruiser shows up. More battlecruisers. Jumps back. Wolfgar's forces are waning. He's taking a lot of damage. He's blinking like 3 feet away. He has a 14-inch monitor. He's playing on an iPad. Oh, another battlecruiser. Oh, he fires! 1 shot, 1 kill. Oh, he hasn't repaired the cruisers! It's a dangerous game he's playing. He's gonna lose 1. He's gonna lose 2. Those are some badly bruised cruisers. 3. Oh, this was a risky fight that didn't need to happen, but he wins it. And goes another one. In the standoff, the boys look on in fear, paralyzed. The tanks have been here so long they don't know how to unsiege. Some of the tanks are trying to escape. An orbital is on the attack. The battlecruisers are bruised. I need some SCVs to patch them up. The boys from the main are here. Will they repair the cruisers, or they just go? No. The repair team. The pit crew. After that exchange, I blew out a few flux capacitors and phase inducers and trifold injectors and also some quantum refiners. Oh, you guys, what? Come back. Go, like, what about these 2? Oh my God, I think he was broke. He's going back to the shipyards, saying, I had a warranty on this. Like, why would you have a warranty on that? But the boys told me. The battlecruiser count continues to escalate. We've got 7 for Wolfgar, but 2 bruised, with 3-2 upgrades against 2-1. Those armor upgrades especially. Of course, Yamato Cannon punches right through. We haven't looked at Scrap Walk. Oh my god. The TPM, 16 so far, 16 turrets. The TPM nearly won. And raising. He creates a turret perimeter. If only there was some way that the battlecruisers could get past it. Meanwhile, the counts grow. High sec auto tracking as well. Nice evenly spaced turrets for maximum coverage. Grid formation. What are the counts? It looked like Scalp Walker would run away with it, but then the boys, I think so far, like if we had to choose an MVP, the boys. That one battlecruiser surviving against all odds, against multiple cruisers and Vikings. That turned this game all the way around. It took a while, but that allowed Wolfgar to survive. The TPM, the turret grid continues to expand. The turrets per minute, the TPM have reached over 1 for Scalp Walker, and especially at this stage in the game, a strong commitment. He's creating nice SCV infrastructure jobs. He's defending his side of the map. Now he's just really hoping those battlecruisers don't jump into the main. Wolfgar. He's got a fleet of 12 battlecruisers. 3-2 against 2-2. Some of these are new recruits. They don't have the training yet. All right, here we go. It looks like that was a select all army hack. Wait. I don't even... How did he select... What is this? What does he have? Control group limits? This time, 4 other battlecruisers are left behind in a weird... iPad. The turret spread has brushed up against the battlecruisers. Will he expend his Yamato cannons? He sees the turrets. It's 1 shot to kill. Or maybe it's to bring it to 1 HP. I forget. Like 10. How many battlecruisers does Scalp Walker have to respond with? The Marines realizing this is an interesting control group. Scalp Walker has a solid fleet. 10 battlecruisers, 12 Vikings, but the Marines are starting to tear down the turrets. We have creeped up to maximum supply. Meanwhile, the buy will engage, but a pittance compared to the value of these fleets. Wolfgar has reached 15 cruisers, but Scalp Walker, he has 29 turrets still, and he has, what was that, 12 cruisers and 12 Vikings. A healthy mix. I have no idea. It's going to come down to the Yamatos. It's unclear now that we're maxed out with nearly even army supplies. Is he going to go for the base trade? Oh my god. The tanks are clearing out a path. The battle cruisers will forge through the breach eventually. Meanwhile, the fleet of Scalp Walker really relying on the fact that the turning radius of the battlecruiser is pretty short. But unfortunately... Oh wait, the fleet! Reinforcements intercepted! The battlecruisers? Where are the Yamatos? Who gets the first shots? They're coming out on both sides! It's unclear! A lot of battlecruisers hit! What are the upgrades? +3, +2 on both sides. Scalp Walker definitely got the better of that exchange. Wolfgar needs to jump. He needs to jump his fleet. He gets out with 3 incredible. Unfortunately, the reinforcements are rallied into the cruisers. He's got to go back. He's got to get the boys on the job again. Wolfgar gets out with 3 horribly. No, what? Oh, he's going to fire another volley. Oh, wait, there are no more Yamatos for Scout. The Yamatos are huge. Be careful. Be careful. 1 SCV. Contractors. He has more Yamatos to work at the fleet. Another couple. The boys are pulled. But it's 7 battlecruisers. Wait, Wolfgar has more. Well, they're Vikings. They're flying all the way back home. Reinforcements have arrived. 1 battlecruiser will hold the line. Yamato cannons are not off cooldown yet. He already jumped these. The most badly bruised battlecruisers are in front. He's trying to make that not the case. He fails. The boys are they're repairing somewhat. How many Yamatos? No Yamatos left. A whole lot of Vikings. A lot of damage. Boys underneath. How many are there? Just the 1. Just the 1 SCV to try to turn the tides. Where did the other SCVs go? It's unclear. More Yamato cannons. Vikings sniping battlecruisers. The battlecruisers sniping battlecruisers. The Viking count, they're left on their own. 1 more battlecruiser gonna go down. A second one. They're closing the distance. The 1 hero SCV doing his absolute best, but he's overworked and definitely underpaid. He brings a couple friends. Wolfgar will hold, but at what cost? Oh no! Oh no! It's a disaster! And just when the smoke was about to clear, he jumped into the fray. Surprise! And the Yamato cannons, the cruisers are down. He's building 3 at a time. Marines are trickling out. There are 4 battle cruisers he has to contend with only a couple more popping out. He's gonna try to build some turrets underneath. Endless optimism from Wolfgar. There's some more turrets as well. There's some more Yamato cannons. If he fires them, but he fires at a full HP. Oh no! Blown out of the sky. Wolfgar. He has 1 battle cruiser. He has 1 dream. He has half a dozen boys. Is it enough? Is it enough? He's done it once before! Can he do it again? 1 more time! Oh, he's targeting the boys! The source of his power! The boys come from the 3rd! The hero cruiser has to hold! It must hold! The boys are being targeted! The hero cruiser desperate! It's 3 versus 1! He tries it, he has tactical jump! He warns them off! The hero cruiser... I think he meant to jump all of his battle cruisers in, but instead... The battle cruiser survives. There are only 13 SCVs left. Barracks are burning. Minerals are empty. Gas is non-existent. Wolfgar has survived, but... Will it burn? I mean... I don't know how Wolfgar's getting out of this one. There's only so much. I mean, I guess... Scalpaka is actually mined out of all but 1 base. Wait a second. The incomes aren't... Wait, whoa, Wolfgar has more income. Whoa. Wait a second here. Because there's only 1 base mining. The scans. I sense a jump. The counter scan. But if he jumps, he can't bring his Vikings. Another scan. That fleet is looking scary. He's building more battle cruisers. Even SCVs coming with. Once again, the fleets will clash, and I fear this time the battle cruiser deficit will just be too great. He's building more racks. Wolfgar. Even SCVs coming. Yamatos flung out. The Marines trying to provide some sort of buffer. The boys for Scalpwalker. He's had enough. He's here to claim the spoils. And he executes tactical superiority. GG, my man. Wolfgar. Bjorn Nagar is proud. What a game, says Scalpwalker. A gentleman's duel. A brawl. They tell the stories of fallen heroes, but at the end of the day, those heroes did fall. The hero cruisers on both sides. A drama, Scalpwalker, a little more macro-oriented. Wolfgar, a little more narrative-oriented. Hopefully you enjoyed. What did you think? Who had the greater spirit? Who deserved it? Like and subscribe and comment and all of that. And thank you for watching Bronze League Heroes.